Reheating leftover rice might seem simple, but not all methods give you that fluffy, just cooked texture. Sometimes it turns out dry and crusty, other times it's sticky and clumpy. I had some leftover rice in my fridge, so I decided to test 4 popular reheating methods to see which one actually works best. While some methods were less effective, one came out just right, like it was freshly cooked. Let's break them down and talk about the pros and cons and find the best way to bring your rice back to life. First up, the microwave. Probably the most common method because it's quick and easy. Add your rice to a microwave-safe bowl and gently break it up so the steam can reach every grain. Then add a couple spoons of water over the top, just enough to add moisture. Cover it with a plate or microwave-safe lid and microwave it on high to 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how much rice you are reheating. It's super fast with no extra dishes, but let's check the result. The rice comes out steamy and hot, but the heat isn't evenly distributed. When you fluff the rice, some parts are still cold. As you can see, some areas are clumpy and stuck together like this, while others are wet and steamy. It gets the job done, but if you don't add enough water or heat it for too long, it can dry out quickly. The heat also doesn't always reach every part of the rice. It's still a fast and convenient way to reheat rice, especially when you are in a rush and need something quick on the go. Next up, the stovetop method. Start by bringing a large skillet or pot and adding your rice. Place the skillet on the stovetop and set the heat to medium-high. Then sprinkle a few spoons of water over the rice to help it steam as it heats. Stir occasionally for a few minutes, and once you start to hear a light sizzle, reduce the heat to medium-low and continue to cook. Once you see a light steam or smoke rising from the rice, it's time to remove the skillet from the heat. And let's now check the result. The rice is hot and the heat is evenly distributed. However, there are still some clumpy parts, so the texture isn't perfect. If you cook it for too long, it can dry out, but if you try to fix that by adding more water, water will cook the rice further and you risk overcooking the rice and ending up with a mushy texture. Overall, it's easy and quick and doesn't take much longer than microwave. However, it could take more time if you are reheating a larger batch. Another downside is that you can't walk away from it. It needs consistent stirring, so it takes a bit more attention and effort. It's still a better option in my opinion than the microwave because of the even heat, speed, and overall better texture. So if you are in a rush, don't prefer using microwave, or simply don't have one, this is a good option. Next is the steaming method. Bring a large pot and place a heat-safe bowl in the center, acting as a stand. Then pour in a few inches of water around it, just enough so it doesn't touch the rice. Now set it on the stove top and bring that water to a boil. This creates gentle steam that will reheat your rice. While the water is boiling, add the cold rice to a heat-proof bowl and gently break it up so the steam can reach every grain. Cover the bowl with parchment paper first. I prefer this because foil touching food directly isn't ideal. Then seal it tightly with foil. The foil helps create a better seal to trap the steam. Once the water is boiling, set the rice bowl on the stand, cover the pot, and steam for 5 to 10 minutes. The extra moisture will heat the rice, helping it stay soft without drying out or becoming overcooked. Check the rice for warmth and consistency. If needed, continue steaming for a few more minutes. And now it's time to check the result. Carefully lift the bowl out, watch for the hot steam, remove the foil, then fluff the rice. It's steaming hot and perfectly fluffy, with every grain separated. No clumps, no dryness. The steam gently reheat the rice without adding extra water, so it keeps its original texture and flavor, just like freshly cooked rice, with even heat all the way through. I would definitely recommend this method. The only downsides are the extra steps and a bit more time, but for that perfect texture and flavor, it's totally worth it. The fourth and final method is reheating rice in the oven. Begin by spreading the cold rice evenly in an oven-safe dish, gently breaking apart any clumps to ensure even heating. Cover the dish first with parchment paper, then tightly with foil to trap the steam. Then place it in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for approximately 15 minutes. Just keep in mind that if you are reheating a larger batch, it may take more time. After 15 minutes, carefully remove the foil as the steam will be very hot. And let's see the result. The rice comes out hot, fluffy, and evenly reheated. Each grain stays separate with a texture that's just like freshly cooked rice. And just like a steaming method, this one gently reheats the rice with the steam without the need to add extra water, preserving its original flavor and texture. Plus, it's super low effort. Few dishes, no attention needed. Just pop it in the oven and come back to perfect rice. So if you are preparing a meal, you can place the rice in the oven beforehand, and by the time you are ready to serve, it's hot, flavorful, and ready to enjoy. In my opinion, this method gives the most consistent and satisfying results for perfectly reheated rice every time. So after testing all 4 methods, here my take. The microwave is quick, but the results can be a bit inconsistent. The stovetop gives better texture, but it needs a bit more attention. Steaming makes the rice soft and fluffy, and the oven, though a little slower, gave me the most consistent freshly cooked results. So if you are short on time, the microwave or stovetop will do the job. But if you are after that perfect texture with minimal effort, the oven method is hard to beat. I hope this helped you figure out the best way to bring your rice back to life. Let me know in the comments how do you reheat your rice, and if you learned something new or found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more kitchen tested tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.